100 quotes to enjoy your life. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Mae West. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. Robert Frost. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Dr. Seuss. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. Oscar Wilde. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you are not. André Gide, Autumn Leaves. There are only 2 ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. Albert Einstein. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. Mark Twain. Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. Alan Saunders. Sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple. Dr. Seuss. Everything you can imagine is real. Pablo Picasso. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. George Bernard Shaw. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Albert Einstein. Finish each day and be done with it. You have done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities no doubt crept in. Forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day. You shall begin it serenely and with too high a spirit to be encumbered with your old nonsense. Ralph Waldo Emerson. I'm the one that's got to die when it's time for me to die, so let me live my life the way I want to. Jimi Hendrix. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. Mark Twain. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. Albert Einstein. How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world. Anne Frank. The saddest aspect of life right now is that science gathers knowledge faster than society gathers wisdom. Isaac Asimov. Do not read as children do to amuse yourself, or like the ambitious for the purpose of instruction. No, read in order to live. Gustave Flaubert. You cannot find peace by avoiding life. Virginia Woolf. Where there is love, there is life. Mahatma Gandhi. All the world is made of faith and trust and pixie dust. J. M. Barrie, Peter Pan. May you live every day of your life. Jonathan Swift. Anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination. Oscar Wilde. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. George Bernard Shaw. The most important thing is to enjoy your life, to be happy. It's all that matters. Audrey Hepburn. I don't know the question, but sex is definitely the answer. Woody Allen. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path, and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. Søren Kierkegaard. Nobody realizes that some people expend tremendous energy merely to be normal. Albert Camus. Sometimes our light goes out, but is blown again into instant flame by an encounter with another human being. Albert Schweitzer. Life is under no obligation to give us what we expect. Margaret Mitchell. Life is to be enjoyed, not endured. Gordon B. Hinckley. The most wasted of all days is one without laughter. Nicholas Chamfort. If you love somebody, let them go, for if they return, they were always yours. If they don't, they never were. Khalil Gibran. If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. Emily Dickinson. Simplicity, patience, compassion. These three are your greatest treasures. Simple in actions and thoughts, you return to the source of being. Patient with both friends and enemies, you accord with the way things are. Compassionate toward yourself, you reconcile all beings in the world. Lao Tsu, Tao Te King. Live to the point of tears. Albert Camus. That it will never come again is what makes life so sweet. Emily Dickinson. If you ask me what I came to do in this world, I, an artist, will answer you, I am here to live out loud. Émile Zola. I don't like people who have never fallen or stumbled. Their virtue is lifeless, and it isn't of much value. Life hasn't revealed its beauty to them. Boris Pasternak. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. Anaïs Nin. We can never judge the lives of others because each person knows only their pain and renunciation. It's one thing to feel that you are on the right path, but it's another to think that yours is the only path. Paulo Coelho. The past has no power over the present moment. Eckhart Tolle. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Gautama Buddha. You can have it all, just not all at once. Oprah Winfrey. Suffering has been stronger than all other teaching, and has taught me to understand what your heart used to be. I have been bent and broken, but, I hope, into a better shape. Charles Dickens, Great Expectations. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent on arriving. Lao Tsu. If you end up with a boring, miserable life because you listen to your mom, your dad, your teacher, your priest, or some guy on television telling you how to do your shit, then you deserve it. Frank Zappa. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them, that only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. Lao Tsu. Better to die fighting for freedom than be a prisoner all the days of your life. Bob Marley. The reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists in trying to adapt the world to himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man. George Bernard Shaw. He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. Friedrich Nietzsche. If I had my life to live over again, I would have made a rule to read some poetry and listen to some music at least once every week. Charles Darwin. Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations. Luxury is not a necessity to me, but beautiful and good things are. Anais Nin. The purpose of life is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experience. Eleanor Roosevelt. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. Paulo Coelho. Be steady and well-ordered in your life, so that you can be fierce and original in your work. Gustave Flaubert. If a man will begin with certainties, he shall end in doubts. But if he will be content to begin with doubts, he shall end in certainties. Francis Bacon. I'll try anything once, twice if I like it, 3 times to make sure. Mae West. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Helen Keller, The Open Door. I believe in being strong when everything seems to be going wrong. I believe that happy girls are the prettiest girls. I believe that tomorrow is another day, and I believe in miracles. Audrey Hepburn. Throw your dreams into space like a kite, and you do not know what it will bring back. A new life, a new friend, a new love, a new country. Anais Nin. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Living is easy with eyes closed. John Lennon. The real things haven't changed. It is still best to be honest and truthful, to make the most of what we have, to be happy with simple pleasures, and have courage when things go wrong. Laura Ingalls Wilder. Now and then it's good to pause in our pursuit of happiness and just be happy. Guillaume Apollinaire. It is not the length of life, but the depth. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Life has become immeasurably better since I have been forced to stop taking it seriously. Hunter S. Thompson. What a strange thing, to be alive beneath cherry blossoms. Kobayashi Issa. Poems. Let me be was all I wanted. Be what I am, no matter how I am. Henry Miller. Death is so terribly final, while life is full of possibilities. George R.R. Martin. Nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more, so that we may fear less. Marie Curie. Most men lead lives of quiet desperation and go to the grave with the song still in them. Henry David Thoreau. It was only a sunny smile, and little it cost in the giving, but like morning light it scattered the night, and made the day worth living. F. Scott Fitzgerald. I can choose either to be a victim of the world or an adventurer in search of treasure. It's all a question of how I view my life. Paulo Coelho. You can search throughout the entire universe for someone who is more deserving of your love and affection than you are yourself, and that person is not to be found anywhere. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Gautama Buddha. In the name of God, stop a moment, cease your work, look around you. Leo Tolstoy. When you consider things like the stars, our affairs don't seem to matter very much, do they? Virginia Woolf. Do not despise your own place and hour. Every place is under the stars. Every place is the center of the world. John Burroughs. Unexpected intrusions of beauty. This is what life is. Saul Bellow. The biggest adventure you can ever take is to live the life of your dreams. Oprah Winfrey. If you want to make God laugh, tell him about your plans. Woody Allen. Life is pleasant, death is peaceful. It's the transition that's troublesome. Isaac Asimov. Every man's life ends the same way. It is only the details of how he lived and how he died that distinguish one man from another. Ernest Hemingway. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. Steve Jobs. I am fated to journey hand in hand with my strange heroes and to survey the surging immensity of life, to survey it through the laughter that all can see and through the tears unseen and unknown by anyone. Nikolai Gogol. I am awfully greedy. I want everything from life. I want to be a woman and to be a man, to have many friends and to have loneliness, to work much and write good books, to travel and enjoy myself, to be selfish and to be unselfish. You see, it is difficult to get all that I want, and then when I do not succeed, I get mad with anger. Simone de Beauvoir. The aim of life is to live, and to live means to be aware, joyously, drunkenly, serenely, divinely aware. Henry Miller. Develop an interest in life as you see it. The people, things, literature, music, the world is so rich, simply throbbing with rich treasures, beautiful souls and interesting people. Forget yourself. Henry Miller. Life is worth living, as long as there's a laugh in it. L. M. Montgomery. What if, someday or night, a demon were to steal after you into your loneliest loneliness and say to you, "This life, as you now live it and have lived it, you will have to live once more and innumerable times more." Would you not throw yourself down and gnash your teeth and curse the demon who spoke thus? Or have you once experienced a tremendous moment when you would have answered him, "You are a god, and never have I heard anything more divine"? Friedrich Nietzsche. Paradoxical though it may seem, it is nonetheless true that life imitates art far more than art imitates life. Oscar Wilde. Man is condemned to be free because once thrown into the world, he is responsible for everything he does. It is up to you to give life a meaning. Jean-Paul Sartre. Do not take life too seriously. You'll never get out of it alive. Elbert Hubbard. To fear love is to fear life, and those who fear life are already 3 parts dead. Bertrand Russell. A man with outward courage dares to die. A man with inner courage dares to live. Lao Tsu. As soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Many people die at 25 and aren't buried until they're 75. Benjamin Franklin. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. Søren Kierkegaard.
Merci et à bientôt chez Audible.